Hi there! Have you ever had an over-grilled or over-steamed fresh live lobster and dip it in tons of salted butter and wanted something more healthier in life than that? Since I have some leftover cooked rice and some frozen veggies, I am going to throw together a quick lobster fried rice today. A quick boil of your lobster in water just to remove that meat. Don't overcook these because all you want is to remove the meat for the real cooking part. While it's taking a really hot tub, chop you up some onions. I love onions. The more onions, the sweeter my fried rice. Drain your lobster and set it aside for a minute or two. Remove the meat and set it aside. Cut the meat up into bite sizes. Did you know that lobster has 4 claws? No, not really. He just borrowed his girlfriend's claws for tonight's show. No, I'm just kidding. I am using 2 lobsters today. Cut up some green onions and grab you a couple of eggs. I love sticky eggs with my fried rice. Extra added protein is always required. When these are all ready, set and done, wait. Get out your rice. We're doing a fried rice today. We need it. Otherwise, 2 lobsters, 2 eggs, 2 spring onions, and a bowl of onion will not last 3 minutes if this was a stir-fried lobster. And then I would leave everyone else hungry. This is not fair. Yes, you would need a filler, the rice. Haven't you figured out why Asians eat so much rice? Well, I can give you a really good reason. Hot wok or frying pan with some oil. I always like to fry my rice first with some salt, sugar, and some pepper. And the must-have ingredients for me is garlic powder. I love garlic. If you can find some dry chicken powder on Amazon, more power to you. I like to add a little bit of it to bring out all the flavors of my food. Keep it moving and add oil if needed. I do not like a lot of oil. That's the reason why I cook at home to my own liking. I do encourage you to do it to your own liking also after you got this down. Once your rice is nicely separated and flavored, remove from the wok. And continue the process with sweating the onions. Then throw in some frozen veggies and a little salt, a little sugar, pepper, garlic powder, and chicken powder. Next up is sticky eggs. Yup, by now you must know that there's a lot of oil in there already, so I do not feel bad if I didn't add more oil into my food. Now, if I get this dish at the restaurant, I will be eating about half a cup of oil, about 3 tablespoons of salt maybe. Next up is our lobster. Don't over fry the lobster, just lightly cook it for a minute. And transfer everything back and mix it all up. Turn off the heat. Don't worry, your wok is still hot. Don't trust me, then touch that wok. This will allow the lobster to get to the doneness that you will feel like you're not being cheated off because the body volumes is still there. Have you ever had a lobster that's overcooked that looks like half the size of its shell? Growing up, I was fed with what was the cheapest that could feed the most number of kids. So rice was the only thing that I got to eat. Every other meals maybe, and there was nothing but rice and rice. Some night I was able to get a squirt of fish sauce just to get a hint of protein in my body. So rice was always a good filler, and if I want a potato, I had to get really sick to get a potato. Oh man, you know how happy I was to get sick when I was a little kid. So what is our best filler? That's rice. Now it's your turn to show me your best lobster dish. Well, thanks for watching. Bye bye.